All right, today we're going to look at how to find the lateral and total surface area of a net. So the goal is to find the area of the given shapes, and then we have to add them to either find the lateral or the total. Total surface area is the area of every individual shape on a net. Lateral is every area but the bases. So first thing is we're going to do is find the area of the rectangles. So I'm going to start with the little bitty ones. We have a side of 3 and 2. So find the area of a rectangle. We just multiply your base times the height of the rectangle. So that'd be 6. Then our big one, we have 3 and 6, which is 18. And then we have 2, but we can't see what the missing side is. So the rules of a rectangle, opposite sides are the same. So if this side's 6, then our missing rectangle over here side of a rectangle is also going to be 6. So that's going to give us 12. And then most of the time, a rectangular prism will give us the same shape more than once. So to do the total, you add every individual number that's on the inside all the areas. So 6 plus 6, 12 plus 12, 18 plus 18. Any order that you want to add it. And that is going to give us 72. To find the lateral, it's everything but the bases. So no bases. On a prism, it's everything but the 2 outside wings. So it's the middle section. So I'm not using 6 or the other 6. So 12 plus 18, 12 plus 18 gives me a total of 60 centimeters squared. All right, so let's look at another one. So we're going to find the area. So I've got 3.1 and 5, which makes 15.5. Then I have my top one, 7.4 and 3.1, which gives me 22.94. I have 2 of those. Then my big shape, again, no numbers. So I have a side of 7.4, and then this side over here, the short side, is going to also be 5, and that comes from the 5 over here on the left-hand side. It's the same all the way across. Multiply 7.4 and 5, which is 37. So again, to find the total, we add up every individual number inside the rectangles. So 15.5 and 15.5, 37, 37, 22.94, 22.94, which gives me a total of 150.88. Lateral is everything but the bases. So I'm not going to use the 15.5, so I need to add 22.94 plus 37 plus 22.94 plus 37, which gives me 119.88. Then I have a rectangular or a square prism. So I'm going to find the area of a square by doing 5.2. And so every square is going to be 27.04. So this one will be easy to find the lateral or the total on, because we can do 27.04 times 6, and I get 162.24. Lateral is everything but the bases, so it's just the middle section. So again, kind of another easy one, 27.04 times 4, and I get 108.16. Okay, so let's look at some triangular prisms. So same concept, it's finding the area of all the shapes and then adding them together. So on this, I'm going to start with the rectangle. I have 12. The other side of my rectangle is going to be 4.5. So we use the numbers that we're given, just have to piece them together and see what sides will match up. So 12 and 4.5 is going to equal 54. Then we're going to find the area of a triangle, which is 1/2 BH. So 1/2 base times height. The base of the triangle is 4.5 because it says equilateral. The height is also 4.5. And so that gives me a total of 10.125. And so those are going to be both of my triangles. And so to find my total, we're going to add up 54 plus 54 plus 54 plus 10.125 plus 10.125 for a total of 182.25. So again, lateral is no bases. So on a triangle, prism, there are no triangles. So I'm marking off the triangles and just doing the middle section, which is 162 meters squared. All right, so again, find the total. I have a side of 12. I need to look for the other side. So again, we're not making up numbers. We're using what we're given. So these two sides look the same. So it's going to be 3, which is 36. I see that I have 2 of the same size. Then I'm going to do my big rectangle. I have 8. And so again, that long side we know is going to be 12. So I get 96. Then we're going to find the area of our triangle, which is our 1/2 base times height. So I have 1/2, base of the triangle is 8, height of the triangle is 2.5. So we're going to multiply 1/2 times 8 times 2.5, which is 10. And then to find our total, we're going to add everything up, which is 188 centimeters squared. So again, lateral is no triangles, so I'm not going to use the tens. So I'm going to add 36, 96, 36, which is 168. All right, so now for a triangle with that's not a scaling triangle. So we're going to start off with the rectangles. So 4.5 times 8.1 is 36.45. My big rectangle, I have 9, and then I have 8.1, which is 72.9. And then my last triangle, I have 72. This side is 8.1. And so that multiplied is 58.32. And then for my triangle, which is our 1/2 base times height. So I have 1/2 9 times 4, which is going to be 18. And then we're going to find our total by adding everything up. So 36.45, 72.9, 58.32, 18, and 18 gives me 203.67. And then my lateral, again, is no triangles, just the middle section. So we're going to add 36.45, 72.9, 58.32, which is 167.67. All right, and then our last shape is going to be a cylinder. This is going to be a new shape to find the surface area of the net of a cylinder. So we have to find the area of the circles and the rectangle. So we start with the circle, because if you notice my rectangle, I am missing a number, but I can't do the circle. So we have pi r squared. So since I have a diameter, that's going to change to be a radius. So it's going to be 3 squared. Pi 3 squared is 28.3. So I have 2 of those. Okay, since I do not know the other side for the rectangle, I've got to use, you kind of think about how a cylinder works. So this rectangle, this missing side, is going to wrap around the edge of the circle. So if I know how to wrap something around the edge of a circle, that is circumference. So I can either do C equals 2 pi r or C equals pi d for circumference of the circle, the perimeter of the circle. So I'm going to do pi d because I do have a diameter, which is pi 6. And so I get 18.8, and that's just the side length of the rectangle. Now I need to multiply to find the area, which is 188 total. So we're done with the shape. Now we're going to add everything up, which is 244.6. And then our lateral is everything. This time it's going to be no circles. So none of those. So it's just going to be 188 centimeters squared. All right, and then for our last one, same thing as above. We're going to find the area of the circle. So pi r squared, we have pi 10 squared. That's going to give me 314.1. I have 2 of those. And then again, since I don't know the long side, it will wrap around. So we're going to use circumference to help us find the missing side of the rectangle. This time I'm going to use 2 pi r because we are given a radius. So 2 pi 10 is going to be 62.8. So our missing side 62.8. Now I'm going to multiply 62.8 times 30, which is 1884. And then we're going to find our total, add everything up. I get 2,512.2 centimeters squared. And then my lateral, again, is no circles, which is 1884.